first, I thought he was nice, and I was nice back. But then his question was a little bit weird.
G'day, ladies and gentlemen. Yemini from Rebel News with my good mate, the real Rukshan. Buddy, are you jet lagged?
I'm almost getting over it. I'm almost there.
Well, we've had a hectic couple of weeks because we just got back from Davos covering the World Economic Forum, highlighting and exposing some of the elitist and biggest hypocrites of our planet. If you haven't seen the reports, they're all at wefreports.com. And in fact, we also have a long-form mini doco coming over the next few days. But why, Rukshan, are we here today?
Well, on that trip, one of the hypocrites we unraveled was Nas Daily.
Nas, how you doing, mate?
Good, mate. How are you? How are you?
Tell us.
Nice to meet you, everybody.
Do you think it's cool that you're standing here and you're being employed, like you're getting paid by the World Economic Forum to promote their product?
I'll tell you what's cool. This is the video. How are you guys? Give me. You know what's really cool is that all this was done for no money.
You did it for free?
For free, my friend.
You're willing to sell yourself for free?
I'm selling myself for free because I have opinions, and I agree with those opinions.
You push the climate change agenda. You push a lot of these agendas, these woke agendas. But here, what's the carbon?
We've done more for climate change than you have.
Yeah. What have you done?
We've done.
How did you get here?
We've done more for climate change than you have.
How did you get here?
Okay, see you later.
Nas, how did you get here? How did you get here? How many in your entourage? How did you get here? What's your carbon footprint? Nas Daily.
How are you, man?
I'm Israel. Hi.
You eat meat?
I eat meat.
What's your footprint?
But I'm not the one here. I'm not the one standing here pretending that I stand for all these things.
I'm doing good, brother. How are you?
But you do, mate. You do. There you go. The biggest hypocrite on YouTube. As you just witnessed, Nas had every opportunity then and there to engage in the conversation and defend his hypocrisy. But instead, he ran away and waited a week to edit and cut out the most vital part that destroys his narrative. I'm not the one standing here pretending that I stand for all these things.
I'm doing good, brother. How are you?
But you do, mate.
Well, we're not going to play the whole 5-minute video from Nas because it's just him promoting how great his company is at the climate change agenda. And, you know, this is a guy that travels around the world to make 1-minute videos all the time. That's his entire stick, right? That's what he does. But if you want, you can check out his video on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all the socials, and get involved in the conversation yourself.
That's right. And here we'll cut down the most crucial bits. Let's start.
Last week, I got ambushed. I was walking down the street at the World Economic Forum in Switzerland when one guy came to me with a microphone. I'm going to blur his face for his own good.
Ambushed. Why do they always act like victims when reporters literally walk up to them and ask them basic questions? And on top of that, don't you love it how he blurs out my face, blurs out your face, blurs out the branding of Rebel, saying he's doing it for our protection, even though we're the ones that posted it, because we believe in what we stand for and we can defend ourselves in a conversation, unlike Nas. Let's be clear, the only reason why Nas Daily blurred all that out is because he doesn't want his millions of followers to find us, to search the video and to see what he cut out. That's why it's so important for you guys to share.
He showed his true colors with his second question.
You push the climate change agenda, you push a lot of these agendas, these woke agendas. But here, what's the carbon?
We've done more for climate change than you have.
Yeah? What have you done?
We've done.
How did you get here?
We've done more for climate change than you have.
Basically, he asked if I am a hypocrite, if I am polluting the planet by flying to talk about climate change at a conference.
How did you get here? Nas, how did you get here? What's your carbon footprint? How did you get here? How many in your entourage? What's your carbon footprint?
What's my carbon footprint? My friends, welcome to Guilt Activism.
Guilt activism? The entire foundation of the climate change narrative that's shoved down our throats all the time by Nas Daily and some of his mates at the World Economic Forum is purely based on guilt, guilting us to feel bad about what? About traveling? About flying?
They want us to feel guilty about flying and eating meat while they tell us that we should own nothing, be happy and eat bugs. Did you see any of them? They're eating bugs. Any bug sandwiches today?
I haven't had anything to eat today.
No.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Actually, haven't. I
Sorry?
haven't. I haven't had anything to eat today. But if you got any recommendations,
I don't know. I own nothing, so I'm happy.
I think Nas actually dined with Bill Gates. I didn't see bugs on the menu, so why should we feel guilty about the things that we enjoy doing?
Projection.
Projection.
But the same guy who asks about your carbon footprint
How'd you get here? What's your carbon footprint?
flew to the same conference from Australia with 6 different people on 6 different intercontinental flights.
This is my personal favourite because, yes, we did fly a team of 6 of us down, but our job there, our mission was to expose people like Nas, and I reckon we did a pretty good job of it. You decide, wefreports.com, check out all the stories there, and you tell us. But we weren't there falling for his guilt activism. We never promote that side of thing. But Nas and his friends, they pretend to care about climate change while causing such a massive carbon footprint for their event.
That's right. And if they actually believed in all this bull that they're spitting out there to the public, why didn't they just do all this stuff on Zoom?
Exactly.
They've been telling us for 2 years now that we can just work from home and everything will be great. Why don't they just practice what they preach, work from home, have these meetings, and not create this massive carbon footprint? But no.
They ripped Davos in half for a 1-week event.
It's a fake city. They built Davos for a few days and they're going to rip it all down. And when Avi made that one point, he cut it out.
I'm not the one standing here pretending that I stand for all these things.
Flying is responsible for 3% of greenhouse gas emissions, while eating meat is responsible for 15% of greenhouse gas emissions. And can you guess? Does that guy eat meat? He does. Just hear it from him.
How are you, man?
I'm Israel. Hi.
Do you eat meat?
I eat meat.
What's your footprint?
We love meat. And that photo that he shared of us, that's fantastic. That steak was brilliant. So he's trying to trip us out with guilt activism, but we love meat.
We love it. And we unblurred the photo. Why ruin it? It was a perfectly good photo. But let's play along. His maths is flawed.
Flying is responsible for 3% of greenhouse gas emissions, while eating meat is responsible for 15%.
But if you work it out, 80% of the planet eats meat. Only 11% fly planes. So per person, the emissions are far greater for the people flying planes. And then if you have somebody like Nas Daily, who probably flies 100 times more than the average 11% who fly in the world, he is 100 times, 1,000 times more emissions from that man, Nas Daily, you, than any carnival.
It is by far the most sustainable conference I have been to. Every company there was working to save the planet.
I don't know if Nas truly believes that the people at the World Economic Forum are trying to save the planet. I mean, he's not that naive, right? But the irony is, have an event with such a large carbon footprint and then to justify it by saying that there's signs around here that promote the climate agenda is just laughable.
Look, Rukshan, I don't know if Nas is a bad person. He probably isn't. But he certainly sold out to the worst people on the planet, and however he's justifying it is, like you say, it's laughable. He is a total hypocrite. He got that, Nas, you got that right. You are a total hypocrite. And if you really had any integrity, well, you would have stood there and talked to me instead of running away on the day and then later cutting it up, editing it, the most important part of it that destroyed your narrative, you would have left it in there. But he didn't. And that's why it's so important for you guys at home to get involved in the conversation and share the full clip everywhere. Don't let Nas get away with the lie because he has millions of followers. It's up to you guys. If you enjoyed this report, make sure to like, comment, and most importantly, share it far and wide. Like I said, don't let Nas get away with this because he has millions of followers. It's up to you guys at home to spread the truth. And if you want to see more of our reports from the WEF, wefreports.com, head over there, check them out. And if you want to support the work we did there in Davos, you can chuck in a few bucks there. Watch this space. We've got the full long form mini doco coming soon.